So for example, we could say that I could say that I'm unlucky because I ended up manifesting my dream to be a full-time RVer because I wanted to travel and have freedom to go places. But as soon as I do it, this whole lockdown starts and I can't go anywhere. So I could really sulk here and be like, I'm so unlucky because this happened. But no, that didn't even cross my mind. In fact, it was the opposite. So find a way to... Hello beautiful souls, my name is Monica and thank you so much for being a part of our Lightworker community. For today's video topic, it is about luck and the law of attraction. I started thinking about this because in a recent video I had posted, I mentioned something and I kept saying luckily. And then this morning I was thinking, wow, I'm so lucky that such and such happened, right? So then it made me question my beliefs about luck. You hear a lot of sayings about luck, such as, there's no such thing as luck, or you make your own luck, right? I'm sure there's a few more that I can't think of right now, but those are the two main ones that come to mind that I think almost everyone hears pretty much on a regular basis. So I kind of believe both of those statements are right, and here's why. I think that luck does not exist unless you actually believe it exists. And that, I know, sounds kind of strange, but within the law of attraction, whatever your beliefs are is what is reflected back to you, like a mirror from the universe. So if you believe that you are a lucky person, then you're going to start seeing evidence that proves to you that you're a lucky person. If you think you're an unlucky person, then you're also going to see proof that proves to you that you are an unlucky person. That is just how the law of attraction works. So that's why I believe there's some merit to people believing in certain superstitions, we'll just call it that for now, like four-leaf clovers. I remember when I was a kid, I used to have a friend whose backyard had a few four-leaf clovers and we would always hunt for those. And if you truly believe that a little four-leaf clover is going to give you luck, then you're going to see evidence that shows you that you're lucky in that sense. And then there's the other superstitions that are considered bad luck, like breaking a mirror, or I think picking up a penny that's not on heads, or maybe it's picking up a penny when it's head side up, then that's lucky. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, like breaking a mirror, or I don't know, I can't think of any more right now because these are things that I usually don't do or see in my normal everyday life, but I think you get my point, right? That's why a lot of people who are big sports fans have their traditions, like wearing a certain shirt every time their team plays football or in the Super Bowl or something like that to help them win. And I don't know, my theory is if there's enough people, if there's a ton of energy going towards people believing that doing these certain superstitions will help their team win, if enough people are doing that on one team, then that is going to send very good energy that will kind of manipulate, I don't know, the odds of them winning. That's just my personal theory. I haven't researched anything on that. One famous quote that comes to mind for me is the Henry Ford quote where he says, "Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right." And that's very true in the law of attraction as well. If you believe you can achieve something, you will see evidence that you can. If you believe you can't, then you see evidence that you can't. And when I was younger, growing up, before I had my spiritual awakening and before I learned about the law of attraction, my view on luck was that I was a very unlucky person and that other people had all the luck and there's not enough to share or to go around, and some people were just born lucky and I just wasn't one of those people. And I definitely kept seeing things in my life that helped to ingrain that belief that I was a very unlucky person. But since becoming spiritual and since becoming a practicer of the law of attraction, I do believe in luck now for me, and I do believe that I am a lucky person because I know luck, again, is just a belief. It either exists or it doesn't exist depending on how you believe. And I choose to believe in it because it promotes a positive image in my mind, which elevates my vibration and helps me to feel good. So most people, when they think of being lucky, they think of scenarios such as they won the lottery. That's probably the number one scenario I can think of that most people associate luck with, or meeting your soulmate, what seems like by chance or by accident, or you were supposed to be one place but you ended up being in another place and then you were in the right place at the right time, as people say it, so they might call that luck. It could also be if you're driving and you see a car accident ahead of you and you're not involved in that accident, so that makes you feel like you were really lucky because maybe you were running a little bit late today, and if you weren't running late, maybe you would have been involved because you would have been there sooner. So yeah, for me, when I think lucky, I think, you know, I'm lucky, like money's always coming to me, I'm always meeting really cool people, I'm always finding great opportunities, I'm always finding ways to have fun and to laugh, and lots of good things happen to me. That's how I view luck and how I view myself being lucky. And that is even one of my affirmations. I like to say, I am lucky. Because whatever you put after I am, which is a very powerful term, is what you manifest and what you see in yourself. So I say I am lucky. I also write that down a lot when I'm journaling or scripting, and that just makes me feel really good. So for example, we could say that I could say that I'm unlucky because I ended up manifesting my dream to be a full-time RVer because I wanted to travel and have freedom to go places. But as soon as I do it, this whole lockdown starts and I can't go anywhere. So I could really sulk here and be like, I'm so unlucky because this happened. But no, that didn't even cross my mind. In fact, it was the opposite. I was telling myself today, I am so grateful that I am so lucky that we started RVing after the lockdown, because during the transition when we're trying to get rid of stuff in our apartment and we're trying to donate things and we're trying to sell things, I had to be in contact with a lot of people. I don't know if I could do that right now. Probably not. Some things I probably could, some things I probably couldn't. Like, I might not be able to donate things, I'm sure, because all of that's closed, so I would have had to throw away a lot of good stuff that other people could have used. And so it would have made things a lot more difficult if the lockdown happened before we were actually officially moved in and we got to go to our spot that we had picked for a few months. And I also could have said, oh, we're so unlucky because as soon as we start RVing, we had planned 3 months out of different places, of different state parks around the state that we're in to RV and see. And as soon as we start, all of those state parks had closed. So then we had to rearrange our plans. But then we ended up finding this beautiful place that we actually wanted to go to originally, and it's long-term, it's super cheap, it's super beautiful, remote, quiet, we're social distance from people. Like, there's just too many things to me that says I'm actually very lucky. And if you look at it that way, there's always two sides to the coin. You can look at it as I'm unlucky because of this, or you could look at it, I'm lucky that that happened, or I'm lucky that even though that happened, all of this is still like really good things that are happening. And that's how I like to view life. I mean, yeah, I still acknowledge the side that kind of sucks. I'm like, oh, well, that's unfortunate, but I put the majority of my focus on the good aspects and what I can get out of it. Before, I used to just think that luck was random and that once in a while I got lucky with something, but most of the time I was unlucky. But now I don't think about it at all. To me, there's no such thing as bad luck. That doesn't exist in my world. I don't feel like there's bad luck for me. It's only good luck. Alright, well, I hope that explanation kind of made some sort of sense to you guys, and that you can understand where luck comes in into the law of attraction. So you definitely can start viewing yourself and ingraining that belief that you are lucky. You might be able to start manifesting more things because you'll have that belief that you're lucky, and you'll see that evidence show up in your own life. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave a like if you liked it, and make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.